Welcome to DTV. I'm here with Todd Viney, who's going to be talking about his new expanded role at the football club, which now includes recruiting. Todd, congratulations.
Yeah, no, really excited, Matty. New role as General Manager of Player Personnel and Strategy. So, what does that mean? Title's one thing, but what does the role mean? So, I guess at the moment, the role that I came to the club was a strategic planning sort of role for the footy department, and it's been, developing our list in accordance to the way the coach wants to play the game, and trying to keep abreast of that. And now my role will revolve around also the recruiting. So recruiting will be come under that strategy as well. So it seems to me to be a common progression of the role, and really excited about it.
Now, with the addition of the recruiting part to your role, how do you envisage that'll be set up for this year?
Well, for the time being, we've had the opportunity to have a really good look at the structure of the recruiting department, a bit similar to the way we did it with the football department when we were looking for a new coach and how we were going to set that up. So, we like to think we've given it some really thorough thought, and for the time being, I'll be taking the responsibility of the National Recruiting Manager's role. That will be one of the key planks we're looking at putting into place for this season and beyond, is making sure we get the right person in that role. Until we do that, once again, I'll be taking responsibility of that role. So I'll be out with our recruiting team nationally, trying to identify the best talent. We've also added Kelly O'Donnell to our recruiting department, looking at the pro scouting of AFL lists and SNFL and waffle competitions. So that's another add-on to the department, which will be fantastic. So we're going to keep working out what is the best structure and keep adding to it, but we're really confident that we've got a really good core group of people that have been doing a good job, and we're just going to make sure that we're resourcing the department the best way to move forward and make sure everyone's talent is tapped into the right areas.
A little bit of a different one for you, going out watching junior football and elite competitions other than the AFL. What's that going to be like, doing recruiting as opposed to coaching, what you've done in recent years?
Yeah, well, it's a new change. It's something I've always enjoyed doing, watching young talent coming through and trying to work out who's going to take the next step. So I look forward to doing that, drinking lots of hot coffee on those cold wintry days. But it's another dimension to the different roles I've done. So my knowledge and experience keeps on growing, which is fantastic.
Yeah. I guess you'll be starting the role fairly immediately. Do you have much sort of a handle on this year's crop coming through for the draft?
Yeah, I guess I've been lucky enough to be following some of the junior footy over the last period of time because of Jack. Jack's been going through the same system, so I've got a bit of an understanding of some of those top kids that have been identified and part of the AIS and some of the Metro teams and the South Australian teams, because we were there a couple of years ago. So, I think the common feel is that it's a really strong draft, and there's going to be some really top-end talent that's going to go pretty deep, which is fantastic. So look forward to getting out and watching more of them and learning more about them as we go. But I think the talent's going to be pretty exceptional this year.
What about the prospect of calling out Jack's name at the draft? It's a fascinating one.
Well, I guess it is. I'm not sure that's ever happened before, but I think, as most people know, the club committed to Jack over probably 12 months ago now. So the formality of calling his name out on draft day will be my responsibility. So I'm sure that will be fun. Yeah. But certainly wasn't my decision to put him on board. It was done a while ago. Yeah.
We've done just about everything at Melbourne now. You've captained, you've coached, you're recruiting. What's this role mean to you?
Oh, well, I think it's fantastic. It's going to be really exciting that, it's another add-on to a really important role. It's probably the natural progression of where I want to go. So I think it's all falling into place. Looking forward to the challenge, and who knows what's next? Is it property steward? Does it? Whatever. Yeah. So just happy to help out.
And just finally, do you have any sort of types of players, or is there one sort of characteristic that you really look for in a footballer?
Oh, no, I think there's a whole range of attributes that we're looking for, and that's part of the role, is to really understand where the coaching group sees the game going and how they want to play the game, and understanding the different attributes. So there's going to be different attributes for different roles, so there's a whole range of things, but probably can't go past your ability to win your own ball, whether that be in the air or on the ground. Win contested footy has always been a key plank of finals footy in particular, so we won't be going too far away from that, I wouldn't have thought, but there's going to be some other variations to that.
Well, congratulations, Todd. It's great to see you do another achievement at the Melbourne Footy Club, and we'll look forward to you reading out Jack's name and others.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Looking forward to it.